everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is SarahElizabeth. I hope you guys are doing really well. In today's video I have 3 days worth of cleaning and chores that I needed to get done based off of honestly how much energy I had when I got home from work. But I have a few different things in these videos for you guys, between cleaning the kitchen, we're talking organization, among a few other things, laundry motivation for sure. So if this is something you're into, consider subscribing or giving the thumbs up. And with that, we're just going to go ahead and jump into it.
I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
So first and foremost, coffee for everything. When we are doing dishes, putting away dishes, really anything in the afternoon, I need coffee to continue to function for the second half of my day. So as you guys can see, I'm actually starting dinner on this particular night for my family. We decided to do something on the simpler side, so I went with fish sticks. And then in order for my son to kind of get in his veggies, he used to be a huge fan of anything vegetable, anything cooked veggies. As of late, he's not, so we've been doing more of the raw veggies between carrot sticks or cucumbers kind of chopped up, and that works really well for him.
Looking fun, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me.
So while the oven is preheating and my son is busy munching on a cucumber, I'm going ahead and getting the table ready and just getting some things cleared up before my husband gets out of work. He typically gets out at 4:30, some days at 5, so it's nice to be able to have dinner or just some of the major projects done.
Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else.
So after we have our dinner, I go ahead and unload and then reload the dishwasher. Now most of you know I do dishes by hand. It's a good stress reliever for me, and especially if there's not that many. I'd rather not waste a ton of water that my dishwasher tends to waste, but on the nights that I am exhausted, it's a nice little helper. I call it my little helper, just to be able to have the dishes in there, and I know I don't have to waste the time doing it, and I can focus on other areas of the house. This particular night, I really wanted to go ahead and scrub the kitchen really well. It just tends to get dirty, honestly, the quickest out of any of the rooms, because we eat in there constantly. There's crumbs on the floor, there's smudges on the windows, there's sugar on the coffee bar. I mean, I know I'm not the only one out there probably, and especially if you have kids, like this you're just a mess, or if you have animals, or if you're in a rush, you don't always have the time to clean up. So it's nice to be able to have the dishwasher running to throw a load of laundry in, so you know things are getting done while you're trying to get some of the bigger items done. So one of the things I do like to do is clean out the sink. I just finally got the Dawn Power Wash, and it works really well. I was pleasantly surprised. I've seen it in a lot of the YouTube cleaning videos, and you know, I don't always buy into the hype, but I will say that was well worth it. I think it does an amazing job, not only on baked on grease or baked on food for plates and things like that, but for their sink. And I also ended up using it on my stove. You'll see that a little bit later. It's something to consider if you guys are looking for something that really breaks down tough grease. Dawn Power Wash is the way to go. That will be a very consistent buy on my end, along with the pink stuff. Like I said, I've been loving that, and it's a good combination. I find it cleans rather thoroughly. But again, if you're somebody who's looking to disinfect something, I would probably go with the Clorox wipes. That's usually my go-to, especially if we've all been sick or if it's something really grungy. Clorox wipes is the way to go.
Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this.
So onto the stove. As you guys can see, it's just about 6 p.m. here, and it's still pretty bright out. I mean, you can't tell it's bright out in this portion of the video, but that's okay. I can tell it's bright out, which means spring is coming. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I'm so excited for some spring weather. Of course, as I was recording this, it's snowing, and you guys will see that in the video. But nonetheless, spring is on the way. My crocuses that are popping through the ground have told me so. Back to the task at hand. We are tackling the stove. It's not horrendously bad from when I cleaned it, but of course there's splatters and stuff when you cook throughout the week. So I'm using the pink stuff paste in addition to the spray, and then Dawn Power Wash to really get in there and cut the grease, and it does a really nice job. I feel like if you use this at least once a week or keep up with your stove once a week, it's way less in the long run. The stove is cleaner, there's less crap really to deal with.
I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Wasn't I meant to lie in your arms here for a while? I'm alive and I take you in. I've been falling, calling. When I reach out, you will hold on. Was it a rainbow falling? Was it a rainbow falling? When I touch you, it will break through. Was it a rainbow falling? Was it a rainbow?
So that's the finished product for the stove. I think it looks really nice. I find it very, very clean. Even my husband noticed, so that was good. And again, even if I only got this accomplished today, which I was in power mode when I was cleaning this day, if I only got the stove done or the sink, I would have been ridiculously happy with just that, because those are heavy hitter items. I mean, anything that's stainless steel or that gets a ton of use, and of course our oven does, like, that's the main place I really want to clean. That and usually just wiping down the countertops, that doesn't take anything for me. Is there somewhere in your house that you just need to clean, whether it's once a week, twice a week? Is it your kitchen? Is it your bathroom? Leave me a comment down below. Is there a favorite spot you like to clean in your house?
When I reach out, you will hold on. Was it a rainbow falling? Was it a rainbow falling?
So you may not have been able to see, but there was a ton of crumbs this day. We also had some of the rock salt that we had put outside with the ice and stuff like that that we tracked in with our boots and shoes. So it was really important to me that I got this vacuumed, and I'm big on getting things vacuumed in the first place. I say it all the time, I do not like crunchies under my feet. Whether we have slippers or socks, I don't like it, and I don't want my son picking up something and sticking it in his mouth, especially if it's like a rock or some other type of salt. Um, so just cleaning it up, and it won't attract ants that way. We are getting to ant season. Again, spring is coming, especially summer. Any little tidbit of food that's left on the floor, the ants will find. So vacuuming and mopping at least once a week for us, and especially where I live, super important.
Meant to find a little peace of mind. You dream away for a day. All I need is true, and I'm falling, calling. When I reach out, you hold on. Was it a rainbow falling? Was it a rainbow falling? When I touch you, it will break through. Was it a rainbow falling? Was it a rainbow falling? I've been falling, and I've been calling. Oh, was it a rainbow falling?
Lodi, you gonna smile?
Smile at Dada.
Lodi,
Smile at Dad.
you smile?
High five? High five? No, you want to keep cleaning?
Wasn't I
Ooh!
meant to lie in your arms here for a while? I'm alive, and I
So next on the agenda is the living room and play area. As you guys can see, I'm already in my pajamas. So this is easiest for me to do when my son is asleep. I think most people can agree when your kiddo is napping, when they're sleeping for the night, it's just way easier to clean up their play area, way easier to clean up really anything or get things done. I love him dearly, but if he sees me cleaning up his toys, he's gonna go bring them right back out, and you can't even tell that I've cleaned. So our living room, it kind of does look like a bomb went off, but it's not as bad as it typically would be. I'm still loving the arrangement of the couches. I think it works well for just the overall flow of the room and our lifestyle. So I'm enjoying that, and it's a nice clear shot for my son to run back and forth from the living room to the play area, so it's working out really well.
was it a rainbow? Here am I, meant to find a little peace of mind.
So for his play area, there's not too much for me to tidy up. There's actually a few of my items that are out on the floor, as well as his daycare backpack. But I will say, while it looks like he has a ton of toys, we really rotate through all of them. He only plays with a few at once. Actually, those little blocks or sponge type blocks I was cleaning up in the living space, we bring that out every couple of weeks. He climbs over them, he stacks them. It's really good just to get out his energy, and he loves to jump and do things like that. So that's something for moms to look into, especially if you have a toddler that loves to climb items. I think that's a great find. I think it was probably around $85, maybe $100. I don't think it was over that. We got it for Christmas. That was probably one of the best gifts we got him, along with his little chair inside the tent. He absolutely loves it. He puts his books in the side pocket and reads them. Worth its weight in gold, to be honest with you.
Rainbow falling. Under neon bright lights when I see you dancing on the Polaroids. Just wanna have a good time, don't you? It all goes low, low, low. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna
So most of the items you see here are winter items. They're hats, gloves, scarves, things like that. There's a pile in the back with a blanket and a sweatshirt, things that just need to be washed so I can just put them away upstairs. I'm hoping to be able to bring most of the things in these baskets upstairs and trade them out with little, things for summer or spring, or just take the basket away in general from the closet. We're hoping that the weather gets a little bit better soon so I can declutter even more.
you wanna leave behind. Get all those cold eyes cold looking. Or say bye bye bye. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya.
Alright, so what I did, this was a hot mess as you guys could see earlier. We just basically organized this. So this is everything that we typically use during the winter time. We're hoping the winter weather is coming to an end soon. But nonetheless, so there's 2 pairs of gloves there that I use. My husband has 2 pairs of gloves, some hats and scarves. So once winter is officially over and we're past that weather, the plan is to put this away. As you guys can see, I have a partner in crime here helping me do some organization here, but this is what this looks like. And then once we're done with that type of weather, I'm going to take it out of the downstairs closet and bring it upstairs. Thank you.
Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya.
So one of the next things I did was to remove all of the jackets, all of the coats, take out all the shoes so I could really kind of clean the shoe rack and clean inside the closet. You guys are going to see there's like a ton of dirt, grass, leaves, twigs, just the shoes are thrown all about. And I'm going to be honest, we're into the habit of us getting home and we just kick off our shoes in the closet, throw in the coat, and we go about our business. I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of that. My son's pretty good about placing his shoes on the rack, so that's never a worry, but my husband and I just toss everything in there. So we're trying to be a little bit more mindful, a little bit more clean, so to speak, since I fixed this up, and it's working out really nicely. It does not feel as congested or cluttered for sure.
Talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Drugs and cigarette smoke, is it? The print you wanna leave behind. Get all those cold eyes cold looking. Or say bye bye bye. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. tattoos, just a remedy, remedy, remedy. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, remedy, remedy. Yeah, yeah. There's a remedy, remedy. Oh no, darling, but lose ya, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that, darling, but lose ya, ain't gonna lose ya. There's a remedy, remedy. Darling, but lose ya, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that, darling, but lose ya, ain't gonna lose ya. There's no remedy, remedy, yeah. It's no remedy, remedy,
So this is the finished product after cleaning and just taking a quick minute to organize the front closet. You guys can see I have the basket there again of winter items, blanket, and I have a big pile of stuff to wash. So once those other blankets and things get washed, I'll just pile them on top. And these are all our winter coats. So things that I use the most I have towards the front. So my weekday, my weekends, heavy snowstorm, special event, my kiddo's backpack for daycare, and then my husband has the same thing, what he used for the weekdays. He switches between two versus the weekends and special events. Special events being like weddings, something a little bit more formal. Let's clear that up. And then we got rid of a lot of the shoes. I did notice I had a ton of flip-flops in here that did not belong in here. So it's my daily sneakers, his work shoes, weekend shoes. We have the slippers. I have a pair of slippers for my parents and my in-laws as well from when they come over. I have my weekend boots and then all my son's shoes. So everything's organized. It's way cleaner. It looks good. Hoping to keep it that way. And then when winter's done, we can switch out all the winter items for spring and summer, including the shoes and stuff.
my tattoos, just a remedy, remedy, remedy. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, remedy, remedy.
So one of the next things I decided to do on day 2 was actually to vacuum the living room and the play area. The first night was really just me tidying it up and getting some things done. But I decided to vacuum on this day. My son was eating snacks in here, so again, the crumbs get everywhere. I really wanted to get underneath the couches. It gets super, super dusty, but there's also like lost toys. We call them the lost souls, because it's like some of these toys you look for over and over again. You check under the couches, they're not there, and yet they always seem to appear there. Anything that's lost will end up under the couch, whether it's food, whether it's a toy. It's just, I don't know if it's a mom life thing, dad life thing, whatever, but they end up under the couch. So if all else fails and you've looked there 1,000 times, consider looking there once more, because it's probably there.
Fire burning like I do under my tattoos, just a remedy, remedy, remedy. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, remedy, remedy. Yeah, yeah. There's a remedy, remedy. Día que me falte tu piel, que
So vacuuming his play area is important strictly because, I mean, yes, it gets dirty from his, running and playing about, but I also have to vacuum under Snowflake's cage because she puts out a ton of feathers and seeds, and I just don't want him tracking that in and out of his area. But moving on, I'm also doing a little bit more laundry. I'm really behind on laundry, I feel like, this week for whatever reason. He had a ton of laundry that needed to get done, so I'm trying to get the majority of that done for his week ahead. But I'm also finally getting to the bathroom carpets, some of the microfiber cloths, all that good stuff, getting it cleaned. Because usually Thursday is our laundry day, but that's going to run into Friday and Saturday just because I don't think I'll even have time for it, just given how behind I am in it. But nonetheless, I'm figuring a load or 2 of laundry a day, and it should help me catch up by the weekend.
el tiempo dirá, y cuando lo encuentre de ti no me voy a acordar. El día que me falte tu piel, ¿qué será, será? ¿Qué será de mí? No seas parte de mi amanecer. ¿Qué será, será? ¿Qué será de mí? Ahora con quién voy a compartir toda Todas mis noches húmedas, ahora que me va a dar los besos como tú los das. Todo es una ilusión y eso lo verás. Tú amabas a Nico pero nunca a Nicolás. Tú eras la oveja mala del rebaño. Tu vicio a la fama sí me hizo daño. Tantas promesas fueron por el caño, porque lo único que cumplí son años. Chica, si te vas y luego me quieres ver, eso nunca pasará. Prefiero otra mujer. Chica, si te vas y juegas otro papel que nunca te quedará, como eso de serme fiel. El día que me falte tu piel, ¿qué será? ¿Qué será de mí? No seas parte de mi amanecer. ¿Qué será? ¿Qué será? Tú eras todo lo que yo quería.
So we're starting out day 3 again with some more laundry. You guys are going to notice in the majority of my videos I do have almost the same outfit, and that is because, you know, when I get home I throw on something comfortable. As long as the shirt and pants aren't too dirty, you know, I will use them for a few days, throw it in the wash. Same with jammies, same with anything else. After a few days it goes in the wash and on to the next one. But I just typically, when I get home, I get out of my scrubs as soon as possible and I just throw on something comfortable. And again, it's been kind of chilly, so I do have the sweater on, but I promise you this is over the course of 3 different days. You can kind of tell the progression in the living room each time, or in the kitchen, or wherever I'm filming. But definitely, if you're like me, try and throw in a load of laundry, even if it's once a day, and at least it helps you stay on top of it. At least that's my motto for this week and moving on. 1 load of laundry a day.
Día que me falte tu piel, ¿qué será? ¿Qué será de mí? No seas parte de mi
So I will admit, on this particular day, I was really tired. So again, I was focusing on the living room. The living room seems to have taken me the longest, but it's also the room we use the most. So most of my energy went to that first day, really cleaning the kitchen. And then the living room was over the course of 3 days. So I decided today I was going to dust everything, clean up the glass. I had plenty of smudges and fingerprints. This way I would know for the weekend, the kitchen, the living room, the play area, all of that was done, as well as the front closet. I vacuumed the hallway. That is not in this video, but I got most of the first floor done with the exception of the dining room and the bathroom. But those are small tasks I can do at another point in time. I wanted to hit the heavy traffic areas, and we're also going to be having some visitors on Saturday, so I want to make sure everything's in order. But that's what you see me doing here, is just kind of taking it one step at a time, one day at a time.
¿Con quién voy a compartir todas mis noches húmedas? Ahora que me va a dar los besos como tú los das. Todo es una ilusión y eso lo verás. Tú amabas a Nico pero nunca a Nicolás. Tú eras la oveja mala del rebaño. Tu vicio a la fama sí me hizo daño. Tantas promesas fueron por el caño, porque lo único que cumplí son años. Chica, si te vas y luego me quieres ver, eso nunca pasará. Prefiero otra mujer. Chica, si te vas y juegas otro papel.
I know you're hurt. I can see it in your eyes, babe. You need to let your mind off things. No, it hurts. I can see it in your eyes, babe. But I know you have a lot to give. I know that it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong,
So just wanted to show you guys the last room I'm probably going to do for the night on day 3. I try and prioritize spaces when I can, so I am focusing on my son's room. As you guys can see, it's really not bad. It's just tidying up. I wanted to see if you guys can even see out here. There's snow, not a ton of it, but enough of it. So it is March, but of course it decided to snow as soon as I put the snow boots away. You guys will probably see that in part 2, or day 2 I should say, of my video. But what a pain in the butt that is. It does not feel like spring, although I think tomorrow and Friday it's supposed to be in the 50s. But that's New England for you. If you don't like the weather, really just wait a few minutes. It will change. It's not a lie. It's pretty gosh darn accurate. So the last room on my last day of my 3-day clean is actually my son's room. Now his room I like to keep up with a lot. It just attracts a lot of dust, and I've said this many times before, the furniture in his room just gets dusty. So I wanted to be sure to keep on top of that. He has kind of a moderate cold right now, mild cold going on, really runny nose, cough. We all kind of have the same thing. We're all thinking it's allergies. I don't think it's anything more serious than that, but it still stinks. So I just want to make sure his room feels clean, it's dusted, it doesn't have that sick or congested feeling in it. So since I had some time this night and it wasn't too bad, it didn't take me long at all. I just focused on his room, his mattress, his bed. I didn't end up changing the sheets because they were still pretty new. But just really dusting and vacuuming in there was so important. It's just, again, amazing how much dust the carpet tracks into. It's like every time you step on it, you're seeing the little flying in the air. So after getting some vacuuming done, the last thing I have left to do is put away his laundry. And again, he doesn't have a ton of clothes, but he has a good amount from fall to winter, and we're now transitioning into his spring and summer clothes. So we're going to be doing some shopping, and there's a few holidays coming up, so I always wait on the sales from Carter's or places like that. TJ Maxx has great finds, Marshalls. Let me know what's popular in your area. Is there a specific store online you order clothes for your kiddos from? Is there a store you love to go to? Even Walmart has great deals. We've found great deals for shoes for him. Amazon as well. But what are your more frequented places for kiddos clothing? Because I feel like it's difficult, especially for boys clothing. I feel like sometimes it's limited. Even though they're adorable, I just feel like it's kind of limited for what you can get for your little boy. So if you can leave that down below, I would appreciate it. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing really well. I appreciate you guys watching my 3-day video. I'm hoping to have some more different videos for you guys upcoming in the future, but I just wanted to put myself on camera to say hello. I know it's been a hot minute since I've actually kind of been on camera. Usually I have just myself cleaning or organizing, but I just wanted to take this time to say thank you. And I just enjoy the fact that you guys are joining me on my cleaning journey and that I have some company while I'm cleaning. And hopefully I provide you some company if you have me on in the background, even if you're drinking a coffee. But I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope to continue just to be a positive influence or some positive vibes for your day. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.